What is up, YouTube? I'm going to make a little reaction video with my mom here. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Oh, she's not too shy. I did some modifications on my quad. If you watched my last video, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. I have my speeder light and a reflector. It's going to be pretty neat. Alright, you want to do the honors of opening up the shed? And watch your step in there, the way I have it packed in. Oh god. I'll have to turn on the lights. Alright, and this camera does adjust the exposure a little bit. So that's the quad from where we're at right now. You really can't see. Here, Mom, I'll let you get in there and just take a look. It's already on. That's as good as it's going to get.
Oh, good heavens. Yep, that's definitely your stylings there.
See, I don't know. I'll zoom in a little. Don't zoom in too much. If you guys watch Baker X Derrick, you'll get the reference. For the gas. This reflector here on the seat, well, I'm going to tape that on later. It's parked all the way up against the wall, and I don't have to get everything out of the shed, so that's going to wait.
I like the one on the back, though.
I don't know if you guys could read this. I could barely read. This quad does frequent wheelies and power pulls. It has a little warning thing. It's done with duct tape and a Sharpie. I know it's pretty low rent. And here I have my info. Shadesmoto on YouTube, at JFrankery on Twitter. If you guys haven't checked out my Twitter, make sure you do so. And Mom, have you seen the headlight?
I haven't seen the headlight yet.
If you want to shake the garden snake, you'll get it.
Headlight? Can't see around there. Oh, yeah, I see that. I thought you had something in front of it.
Right here. You guys watch Shake the Garden Snake, you'll get that. It's basically like a cheap version of one of those stickers. So I've already sank so much money into this YouTube thing. And remember I was talking about the speeder light? It kind of makes it look like an emergency vehicle. It has a strobe mode. Really low rent. If it'll turn on. Now come on.
Yeah, you probably can't do it with the gloves.
Oh, I got it. That is so neat. Let's see, it's just going to sit there like strobing on the handlebars. And I was able to engineer it such that it doesn't interfere with the throttle here or the brakes. Like, I can still have my hands here, and it's not going to interfere. And of course, it doesn't mess with the clutch or get in the way. Like, that was very ingenious of me to do what I did. Just held on there with a rubber band, not too tight, so it's not going to damage anything. You can slide right on and off. This bicycle reflector, I found it in the woods walking home from school. This can be duct taped onto the front bumper. And yeah, just adding character to my bike.
The only thing I add onto my machine are these.
Those are Tour de Force bands. You can tell this quad's been through quite a few of them.
Yeah.
You want to
And
tell
these are just the bands that have stayed on. I've been riding the Tour de Force for over 20 years, but it's nice to have my son going with me. Bye, YouTube.
Come on, you're saying bye already?
Yep.
You don't want to tell them something about your quad, which I was fixing for you?
That's all you do.
Alrighty. I guess she's a little bit shy today. This is her Bayou 220. Yeah, I was resetting the valves last week and adjusted the carburetor yesterday. And there's kind of a story that goes with it. There's these valve inspection caps. I'll go down there and show it to you if I can. It's like on the top of the head right there. That's the inspection cap for the intake valve. And I had it all bolted together. I just put the bolt so it was tight. I didn't over tighten it. I mean, I swear to God, I did not over tighten it. This quad was all put back together. All these plastics and everything. Go to start, it starts at normal for 2 seconds. I hear this noise, look down. There's oil dripping on there. And I thought I didn't tighten the bolt far enough. So I managed to take all this plastic and the gas tank off in 10 minutes. Meaning I have to undo like this piece, I have to undo this. All of that's done in 10 minutes. I go to tighten the bolt. So you can just imagine, I'm sitting there tightening just slowly, and it is loose. And I'm like, okay, can't be good. I go for another turn, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's very loose. And just out of curiosity, I go like I was going to loosen the bolt. Well then, the bolt holding, see if I can zoom in a little, that valve cap on the right side, the one that you can see was broke. Like I actually pulled out half the bolt. So in a frenzy, I undid the second bolt, and I found some was still sticking out. So there was a broken bolt in there, but I was able to get it out. My dad had replacements in the garage. And thankfully, I was able to get it working. Me and my dad, we did some adjusting on the carburetor. He got a new muffler, well, it's a used muffler. And it did come with a spark arrestor, so we kind of ghetto fixed a spark arrestor in there. Oh my god, this is overexposed. Need to get some shadow on it. There we go. Sorry, I'm a stickler for good filmography. And now it's finally back up and running. It's going to ride the TDF. I actually used to have a Bayou 250. You guys that watch all my videos know this story. And, well, I was basically riding it so hard it's crushing the battery plates. Because these bikes, here, I'll take off the seat for you. These bikes have a lead acid battery. Just a lead acid battery, standard battery. Whereas I have a AGM battery. I don't know if you can really see mine. Get that seat on. See, in there is my AGM battery. And what happened was I was crushing the plates because I was riding so hard. I knew I was going to get an X of some sort, and I wound up getting my quad. That's kind of like the short story. And thankfully, it came with a nice FMUF. Gotta love the FMF Power Core 4. I know, like every video I talk about that pipe. Got some molten plastic on my header pipe due to my stupidity. And yes, I am wearing my shift racing gloves because it is cold out. Oh, it actually stopped snowing. Yeah, a few minutes ago it was actually snowing. Second weekend of May, and it's snowing. It's only like 40 degrees out. That's the dryer over there. I'll zoom in on it for you. Feel it. That's all from the dryer because it's so cold out. And it's cold in this shed too. That's why I'm in a sweatshirt and shoes and jeans and whole 9 yards. And you guys that really watch my channel, well, I'm in here talking about stuff. Kind of in a good mood. This is that Polaris 550. Now just look at the size difference. See, look how much bigger it is. And that's one big pig of a quad to be handling. And the top speed is less, even though it's a 550, just because it's really not that fast. I kind of do envy these headlights, though. That's my next move. When the headlight burns out of this bike here, I'm going to get myself an LED headlight. It's going to be like twice as bright. So that'll be neat. I can actually see at night when I'm doing a top speed run. I'm kind of skeptical of making videos of nighttime stuff just because, well, I mean, I really don't know if it turned out too good. This camera is pretty adaptive and I like it. I'm just not really confident it'd be able to see far. It's hard enough to see this headlight in the first place. And is it raining again? Yes, sir, it is raining. Sucky weekend in Pennsylvania. Yesterday I got to ride a little bit as I was taking my quad off the truck. And the new neighbors, as it turns out, are actually pretty cool with me being a hooligan. So that's going to be fun. And next week, it's supposed to be raining on Sunday and like Saturday night. Hopefully it doesn't rain all day Saturday. I'm going to be riding the Tour de Forest. If you haven't heard of it, make sure you check it out. And I will have this bike topped out several times for you. But it'll at least be in the 60s and 70s. So the temperatures won't be too bad. And I do have the mud mitts. I've never done a vlog with the mud mitts. But basically what it is they clip on over your handlebars. It's kind of awkward like going for the clutch. You have to like stick your hands in and go for them. You can't just lay a hand down. And of course, you'll be able to see my awesome speeder light. Or a little bit of duct tape. I can put it wherever I want. My quad's all dirty too. Most times I have her cleaned up, but it's been so cold. I haven't gotten a chance to get a hose on her. But I've knocked off the mud and the snow. Try to keep her reasonable. You can see my chain is all good. The axle isn't all rusted. The wheels are fairly clean. My tires, they still have the hairs on them. So yeah, this bike is in perfect working order. I'll give you guys a little cold start. Now I will warn you, it will stall immediately. It's cold out. The fuel line's off, but still has fuel in her. Oh, it's only going to be running for like 2 seconds. Yeah. If you're wondering why I never show you guys starting my bike on my channel before I ride, that's exactly why. Oh shit! What was that? These are spare lawnmower blades. I put them on the back of my quad so that my stepdad doesn't ram into the back of me and anal rape my beautiful red beast with this husky. Got ourselves a new lawn tractor. We had a white outdoors one, but it wasn't running too good. Like something in the hydrostat went. This one's kind of neat. See, it has different gears, but it still has a hydrostat. I prefer ones with a clutch. My dad's Craftsman. It doesn't have a hydrostat, and I can actually do wheelies. Now this one, if you watch my last video, you'll see my mom on the tractor. She's trying to figure out how to get in reverse. So you have your brake and your gas. Most tractors with a hydrostat, there's a pedal here, kind of like my dad's Cub Cadet. You know, it has like a clutch and stuff, and then like when you get going, you could, forward or reverse in your gear. This one, however, like right now, it's in neutral. Like I'm rocking back and forth. If you want to go in reverse, you gotta have your foot on the brake and put her in R. And then you could push the gas pedal and she'll go backwards. And of course the PTO is where it usually is. On my dad's Craftsman, it's a push in button. I'm kind of turning this video into a, Husky Supreme review. I know. Not sure on the horsepower of this tractor, but it does decent. Like my stepdad, he's able to cut the grass with it. And he weighs like over 350 pounds. And it can pull him around. It's very squeaky. These spring seats always make so much noise, especially when it's cold. Just listen. And of course, overexposed again. Here's the thing, people. Unless it's dark clouds or getting light, you really don't want to shoot in a higher exposure during a cloudy day. Because even though it kind of looks dim to you, it's very bright to cameras, and your dynamic range doesn't turn out so good. Oh, there's a birdie flying. This wide-angle lens, you have to zoom in. I'm maybe 10 feet away from my quad, if that, and it looks a lot further. What's that video I did? It was a bicycle video. I was riding the bike along, and someone pulled out in front of me. It kind of looks on TV like it wasn't that far. I was overreacting, but it's close. I'm close enough here, I could touch the end of my mom's handlebar. I'm standing, I'm not leaning over, I can touch it. Look how far away it looks. You get the whole thing in the shot. It's kind of what I like about it. I bet my whole face is in the shot right now. Anyway, guys, enough of me blabbing about stuff. I kind of started this video as a reaction video to my stickers. Nothing too special, just some orange duct tape and some ingenuity. And now I'm sticker bombed. And the stuff comes off, so it's not permanent. I don't think having a sticker that says "get fucked" on it is really something I want to be permanent. So, yeah. Thanks for watching this video. If you're still watching this, you need to get a life, because this video sucks. Alright guys, later.